Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world. We are here for a Zephfire reaction. It is his newest video. Invincible has the worst fictional universe ever. I'm not entirely sure what he means by that. Nor do I really know what's gonna be happening in here. But I am caught up on Invincible. Season 3, in my opinion, definitely the best season so far. Like, without question. That finale was wild, bro. If you know, you know, but like, damn. I don't know if Zephfire is going to be talking about this, but hopefully he does. I would love to hear his take on it. But let's hop in. Link to the original video will be in the description if you want to check it out on your own. Here we go.
Who's next? Who's next?
My dude, Battle Beast, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This gotta be the worst superhero universe of all time.
Oh, you just gonna talk about how much they
Originally, I
catch
was
in
planning to
L's?
do a video similar to the one I made last year. But while I was watching this season, Mark really wasn't getting whooped. I was really watching like, damn, he might actually be. So I can't even make a video roasting him for real. Good job. But I'm still watching this season, and something just not clicking with me, bro. Because every episode I'm watching, I'm just like, dog, this man's life is trash. Like, every time I watch this show and really put it into perspective, I realize this is one of the worst superhero lives I have ever seen on the screen. I promise you, you wouldn't want to be Invincible. You wouldn't want to be anybody in this universe. I would go as far as to say I would rather live in Gotham than the Invincible universe.
Let's not get crazy now. Let's not get crazy now. Hold on. Hold on. You want to talk about just living in the DC universe in general? Fine. But Gotham? Nah, you crazy. You have actually lost your mind. Come on now.
And I know some of y'all might hear me say that and say,
Stop the cap.
Come on.
Yeah, Gotham's pretty horrible too. You gotta deal with villains like Harley Quinn, who gave game consoles to little children and watched it blow up in their face from the skylines. So yeah, I'm aware that Satan's greatest soldiers are in Gotham City. So whether if you want to deal with that or deal with an alien flying through you on a random beach day, that is entirely up to you. But me personally, I would feel much safer with a city patrolled by Batman than this planet where the best superheroes are getting done like this. Like I'm telling y'all, it's actually so sad. No matter which of these three you choose, you are going to live a terrible life. Now we're gonna start the video off with the main character. And I know there's gonna be at least 3 dorks in my comments talking about some, yes, I wanna be invincible. Yes, I'm not gonna be a hero. Yes, I wanna crack Eve.
I do not.
Relax.
I do not wanna be invincible.
But in all seriousness, nah, you don't want to be this nigga.
I really don't.
I understand why Invincible goes through all this trauma and pain. His name stands for his willpower and not his fighting track record. Just like my last video, I'll always poke jokes at it, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. Life is just hard for this nigga. But damn, I didn't know y'all meant life hard for everybody. Like, why do I, as a regular civilian, have to deal with getting jumped by superpowered twins for no reason?
That was
like, this
wild.
nigga just got pile drive for doing his job.
He's gone. He is actually gone.
It at just Mark, the suffering that he has to go through is pushed to such a logical extreme, I don't even think I could co-sign it. Because what I hear from the comics, it gets so much worse. I should have known it was on bullshit when the first season saddle cards were representing him getting constantly beat up in every fight. I swear for the writers it's a fetish. Like, nigga, his second day as a hero, he had to fight the entire Thraxan army with a bunch of role players. Now I want y'all to look me in my eyes as I ask this question. What are you doing against the army with duplicating your roster? Like, they really had my man 2 days in the league carrying 3 G Leaguers and a mini P.E.K.K.A against, I'ma say it again, an entire army. Like, Cecil not even doing his job, nigga. Where's the help? And I pray if you were a civilian during this conflict, cause bruh, oh nah.
Hey, grandma, watch your jab, watch your jab.
As you could clearly see, them boys got wiped out. And even if they survived this conflict, they pull up 2 more times in the same week.
Yeah.
With decades of advancements.
Yeah.
And they're 50 times stronger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the writers were thinking making this up, down, left, right ass species. Because what do you mean these niggas spun the same block over decades? Like, I know decades in a lot for some of you niggas. You can add 40 years to Samuel Jackson's life, the niggas still look 80. But for the rest of us, plural decades are a long time. And they got decades stronger in 3 days. Nigga, that ain't even fair. And even though they came back decades stronger, Cecil still only brings 5 niggas.
Crazy.
You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm not gonna lie, Mark, I strangled that nigga too, cause what is wrong with Brody? It's like the writers were just glazing the villains to no end. Like, I really never seen a series like this where the heroes are so much weaker than the villains on every occasion, with a lot of it being completely unfair. Like,
It's embarrassing, honestly.
He's a great villain, very funny character. Nigga, how did you get Battle Beast on your roster? That shouldn't even be possible. This is like Kingpin having Galactus as an employee.
Battle
Nigga,
Beast is that guy.
But you know, Invincible is not the only show to do something like this. I could go into One Piece where in one of their earlier adventures, Zoro had to fight the strongest swordsman on that planet.
No,
and he
Zoro got
absolutely
lost in
bodied.
that.
But you know, that fight didn't just happen
He
for
got
him
lost.
to be beat. It was a lesson. It was motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Zoro was really on the floor talking about some I will never lose again. Like, I be reading that with tears in my eyes, dog. That's a real nigga. But Invincible, on the other hand, you want to know.
And the funny thing is, at least in the anime, he hasn't. Ever since that fight, he has never lost another one. He has had some times that, you know, like fights remain inconclusive. He won, or it just like was a draw, really. But he has never actually lost a fight again since that one against Mihawk. He meant what he said.
You know all this man got?
That's why Zoro's
He
the
got turned
GOAT.
into a Playboy Cardi album cover. What lesson do you learn from that? I'll give you the answer, nigga, nothing. Like, I've never seen a nigga get this universally hoed to this much
And
of an
Omni-Man was
extent.
up in the
But
sky
y'all seen the
watching
show,
that
man.
the
There is
entire
so
time.
much
That-
BS like
that's
this
what makes it so
Invincible gotta
funny.
deal with. There is less than like 30 heroes on this damn planet, yet there's a new super organism or super villain found every single week. And they're, for some reason, always stronger than the heroes. And not to mention, there's an entire army stronger than all of them that could come in at any moment's notice. Even though I was just
this
Cecil,
dude,
I'm on this side of
Conquest?
this one. Because what type of math is that?
Oh my god.
And even these villains that constantly spawn in every week would vehemently piss me off. All of these villains
Conquest is
are
a
middle-aged
problem.
men with no emotional maturity and cannot listen to reason for more than 4 effing seconds. Like, all of these villains are just misunderstanding a scenario to the point of pure idiocy.
You killed my sister!
This dude's a low-key problem too, to be honest. Multi-ball?
Is this nigga serious?
Like, these villains have to
He
be the
uses his
stupidest
powers
ones
better than
I've
his
ever
sister
seen in
does.
fiction. And I know a lot of comic villains are built on very stupid motivations. Harry Osborn is another motivation with just a simple talk would have resolved everything. But I think you seeing Spider-Man carrying your dead father in your living room is a lot more believable than just being blatantly wrong. Now, I see a lot of people call Angstrom a hypocrite, but with him, you could at least say he didn't always hate Invincible. His main goal was actually something completely different before his machine backfired on him. And it wasn't until his machine exploded where he went insane. And I mean, like, sure, I don't know how a nigga with a KSI built head has brain cells this useless. Nigga got all that space for nothing. But you know, let's just say he went insane. Like, Angstrom's still stupid as hell for picking the only good Invincible out of all the ones he could have picked. All the Invincibles that killed your family are still alive. You went to spin back on this nigga. Bro, go stain them. You're really out here hiring your ops instead of slamming them out. What Pooh Shiesty say?
If your nigga killer ain't dead, you sure no RP shirt.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like, Angstrom really like them roasters in middle school that are getting flamed by someone else. But the moment you start laughing, they try to come at you. Like, nigga, you a bitch. Angstrom's still stupid. If I was Invincible, I'd be mad as hell. But for now, I'll let it slide. Powerplex, though? Nah, this nigga's just stupid. Everything about this nigga is just wrong.
Not really though. Powerplex, he is a tragedy. You know, like the fight between Invincible and Omni-Man did end the lives of his sister and niece, and it's like all that destruction and everything, it's like, and they get away with it, you know, like nobody even does anything to be like, you know, pay a fine or, you know, nothing like that. It's just they get to just move on freely, you know. Like it's what is that phrase? Occupational hazard. The collateral damage is an occupational hazard, but it's like being the victim of that collateral damage. It's different, you know. So it's like I totally get why he would be pissed and why he would want some type of, you know, recompense toward Invincible. I get it, because at the end of the day, it was kind of not, it was, but it wasn't. Like it wasn't his fault because it wasn't really him causing this damage. It was Omni-Man doing it purposefully, but it was kind of like Invincible's fault because he was fighting. You know what I mean? So it's like it is his fault, but it wasn't. And at the same time, I get Powerplex's stance on it, but then he took things way too far. He took things way too far to the point where I'm like, oh no, you're just crazy. You're just crazy, and I can't really even be on your side anymore.
If you and Invincible talked for 4 effing seconds, you would have known that A, he's the victim,
Yeah.
B, he's the victim, and C, he's the victim. He did not mercilessly kill your family. Like Breaking Bad Jesse over here was really pissing me off, because this could have been solved in a single convo. And I know he tried several times to call Invincible's attention, but let's be real, none of them are gonna be peaceful, number one. And the situation you ended up getting him in is so stupid.
Really, nigga?
Like he was really talking to his family like, damn, babe, I don't know how to get his attention. I tried everything I could. Gag me in the baby.
Yeah, the fact that it was her idea.
What? I don't care if this was an act.
It
I don't
was
care if it was a
her
skit. I don't
idea
care
to
if
do
it was
this.
fake.
What is wrong with you?
What type of person gags a baby to get back at a nigga? This is literally reverse
your own
Flash
baby at
levels
that.
of petty. And Invincible has to deal with this every single week. Like Powerplex really done murked his entire family and then looked at Invincible like,
all right, so let's kill him.
I'm not gonna lie, Mark, this is a valid crash out, bro. I would have painted the city in his blood. Like, it's so funny. No matter what Invincible tries to do, everything gets painted as his fault. And not only that, if anybody has a conflict, he is miraculously the only superhero to ever exist in their eyes to help them. Omni-Man tricking him off Earth, the twins just forcing him to fight the Immortal. Like, this has to be a crime or something. You kidnapped him on a date to go to the future. Nigga, he ain't asked for this. And I'm skimming over so much. And this ain't even counting the war. Imagine the planet getting ravaged by people that look just like you. This ain't even counting conquest. And again, what I hear from people who read the comics, it only gets worse. And not only does he literally never get time to be a regular person, I would say his life is just as annoying, if not worse. Now, I know he got Eve. He was finally pushed to ask her out because William told him to. Shout out to all my gay niggas. Hit her with the default banger line.
I was lying on the ground with that sound drilling into my head. The only thing I could think about was you.
Incredible.
That is truly what you call a sensational game. He gotta start teaching the streets. We got niggas outside risen like these.
I know you work out. Body T. Oh, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to get my ass like that.
And I know you see Eve right here. She's so bad. I ain't done that in a minute, but I'm truly grateful that the Lord.
Bro, did you not literally do that with the Cobra Kai videos you put out just a few weeks ago? Shut up. Shut up, bro.
But even with Miss Eve, I still wouldn't want to be this nigga because of Oliver. Oliver is a special.
Yeah, he's a walking
Oliver
red flag.
is the annoying little brother times 11.
Like,
because
he
he's
makes
not
some
annoying
good
to everybody
points,
else.
for
He's
sure,
only
but
annoying
he
to
is a
Invincible.
red
It's as if he
flag.
wants to make his life worse. And unless you are a POC willing to discipline him with the shakla, my dog, you not handling him. This man had a loving family growing up. His entire life going from royalty to the suburbs, that's barely a downgrade. Yet he still turned out to be King Von. How does this even happen? But I'm telling you, he's only being annoying to Invincible. When he kills the Mauler twins, he's gonna apologize in front of the heroes.
It
But once
wasn't.
Invincible
It was not an
tries
accident.
to check him, now all of a sudden you want to start speaking like this.
It's not precious. People kill each other all the time.
He's
and
not
most
wrong.
people aren't even special like us. They're
He's
just
not
normal.
wrong.
This nigga is crazy.
See, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not
He's
letting
not
that slide if that
wrong,
was
but
me.
at the
You
same
just
time,
got finished
bruh.
apologizing, but now that you're talking to
Bruh.
me, you want to act like you're correct? I
Yeah,
ain't dealing
right?
with that, bro. I'ma handle you like an African. Like, just let me catch that nigga sneak out the house. You know, they again trying to be a respectful family, and when they talk it out with him, he's like this.
The Maulers didn't have friends or family.
Yeah, nah, bro. Just like when the parents say there was no signs, and it's a kid drawing imaginary friends like this, and they be like, I don't think he likes you, Dad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, gang, you're finished. But as y'all can see, bro, Invincible's life, the villains he gotta deal with, even his little brother. I promise you, I would never want to live his life, let alone live in the Invincible universe, bro.
And you also gotta think too, that's just Oliver as a child. Like, you know, when he's like super, super young. Imagine when he gets older and looks like Mark's age. He is going to be a freaking problem. I can see it already. He's got that Red Hood mindset, which honestly, don't blame him. Red Hood is kind of right. Let's be real. But yo, the fact that he's like this as a child is the issue. He is a walking red flag for sure. He hasn't done anything that would make me immediately say, nah, he is a villain. But he's got some tendencies. He's got some tendencies. But anyway, this was another awesome video by Zephfire. Absolutely loved it. It was very funny. Can't wait to see what else he's gonna be putting out. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. If you guys enjoyed my reaction, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.